Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Chelsea live stream. We're going to be basically talking a lot more in depth about yesterday's result, the 2-0 away from home win against Porto. We don't have Matt today, Ads, Kazilla, etc., but we've got a very, very special guest. Actually, we've got two guests here now as well. First of all, Johnny, probably the biggest Mason Mount fan ever. How are you, bro?
I'm good, Sadiq. Thank you very much for having me on. Big up to everyone in the chat. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. But yeah, buzzing, mate.
Love to hear
Absolutely
that.
buzzing.
Love to hear that.
Yeah.
We're gonna be talking about it definitely, man. Ali, you finally made it, man. I thought you were gonna, snake it as always. What's going on?
Had a bit of work, right? I'm here now, so let's get it going now.
Yeah, let everyone know where you're tuning in from. Bahrain.
Bahrain, man.
What's the time? What's the time every day?
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Yeah.
2 hours ahead.
Big up, Ali.
Yeah, big up, man. Johnny, look, we're gonna start with you immediately. We just spoke about a minute before the stream talking about how bad we were, and then we just needed one spark, and it was there, man. Money makes, man. Talk to me about that goal first of all.
Wow. I mean, we were poor. We were pressed very highly by Porto. Our pivot was just sort of nullified. We didn't really have an outlet for the first first 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And then literally Jorginho lays a pass, beautiful turn by Mount, and one shot kill, literally. When it matters, when you need a big player to step up, Mason Mount is that guy for Chelsea Football Club. And I think, respect on his name again, please. Put it on his name, because we didn't create anything. We didn't have a very good first half compared to second half. And that goal, at the time it came, just settled the nerves, laid the foundations for us. And, you cry out for a big player in these very difficult, tight-knit, close-knit games. And Mason Mount was that player yet again, like the Liverpool game. So, I'm so ecstatic for him, and obviously for us fans, like, amazing.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, look, I had you on the stream earlier. I think actually last week, it was actually, maybe 2 weeks ago. I was more in favor of Mount recently. I just said he might need to score a few more goals. But yeah, again, like you said, another big goal that we needed. One against Liverpool, one against Porto. And he's definitely doing better than probably all our attackers right now. Well, he has been throughout the season consistently. So we have to give it to him, definitely 100%. I have to praise him as well. I put my hands up, man. Last year, wasn't his biggest fan. So, I apologize, Mason Mount fans. Johnny, of course, as well. Yeah. Mason Mount, he's been good, man. He's been really, really good. But Ali, talk to me about Mason Mount. What's your overall thoughts on him?
I mean, I had the same opinion as you probably last season. I wasn't a fan of his decision making in the final third. I thought he's really lacking in that area. But now I can see that it's much improved. I mean, there's still some way to go, but I think if he can actually fix that aspect of his game, then he can go on and do great things in football. He's definitely contributing more now in terms of goals and assists, which is something that we want from him. And yeah, I think his overall game improved as well since Tuchel has come in, to Chelsea. I think he's a better player now than when he was with Lampard, honestly.
Big words there, man. Johnny, how far can we go in Champions League before we come back to these topics?
I said it from when we topped our group, like we did in 2012. That I've got a feeling. I've just got this gut feeling that we can go all the way. And that was when we were with Lamps in charge. I actually feel even more confident, even though we're not playing as well as the first sort of period under Tuchel. But like yesterday's result, we didn't play very well, but we won 2-0.
Yeah,
we scored 2 away goals, and that's a sign of a top top side. When you don't play your best football and you win games and big games, they're not just like your Burnleys and West Broms. Well, not West Brom, but your Burnleys and Crystal Palaces and teams like that. You're playing against elite European sides. So I think we can go all the way. I'm not really bothered who we play, whether we get a Real Madrid or Liverpool. I'd like to play Real Madrid just for the history aspect of never playing them. So I'll probably go with Real Madrid, and whoever get in the finals are final. It's a one game. But yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah, I mean, these youth players, Reece James, Mason Mount, I'm sure they must be thinking about it now. It must be getting to them now that, you know what, this team can definitely go all the way. I was rooting basically for PSG, for Dortmund to, go past the next round, of course. Maybe it might happen. Chelsea might get like an England type of World Cup where the draw's favouring us and hopefully we get in the end, man. But it's going to be very interesting, man. Ali, what about you, man? What do you think overall? Where can we go?
I think, all the clubs that are in the quarterfinal right now, there's not one standout club that can actually, go all the way. It's not like last season with Bayern where you felt like after our tie with them, you felt like they were a level above everyone else, and I just don't feel that way this season. I feel like it's anyone's trophy to win. And I think we have a good draw right now. I mean, Real Madrid aren't at their best right now, and so aren't Liverpool. But and end of the day, it's Real Madrid in the semis of the Champions League. So anything can happen with them there. And you can never really discount them. But I definitely feel there is a chance, but we just need to step up and be clinical in front of goal, because we won't get many chances in the coming games, and that's something that we really struggle with, being more clinical up front. I mean, if we can actually be clinical for once, then we can definitely go all the way.
Definitely. Johnny, you made a very good point in terms of the performance wasn't there, but the most important thing is we get those goals and we make statements, and I feel like that's a typical Chelsea performance. I don't think Chelsea, in the past couple of years, dominate games and win games like Man City and the Bayerns. I feel like we might, sit back, counter attack, get a few goals, and get those wins. We saw under Jose Mourinho, saw under Conte, and I feel like this is how Chelsea play, man. This is when I was saying Chelsea should be winning this game, this is the type of performance that I expected, but to score our chances. I don't expect Chelsea to go out there and destroy teams. You know what I mean? So big statement, especially for Mason Mount. I think Reece James had a very, very good game as well, man. What do you make of Reece James, Johnny, man?
Oh, he's a tank, absolute tank. I love Reece James. He's slowly coming into form in the sense that he avoided surgery, which everyone, seems to forget. And that has hindered his performances, because we know at the start under Lampard, he was playing unbelievable. He was like first name on team sheets type of thing. And he was always delivering. He's threatening going forward. Obviously, he was in the back four. Since he's been converted to this wing-back position, it's not that I don't think he can play wing-back. I think it's more of a thing of adjusting to the system. But also, I feel like Reece is a player who doesn't play with fear, but because of his fear of getting injured or having surgery and avoiding that, he's worried about having to go down that road. Because once you go down that road of surgery, he might be out right now, be out for the rest of the season. So I think that period before, when Tuchel first come in, he was slowly easing in. I love Reece James. I think he's right now, he is he's above Trent Arnold, for me. I think he's a complete right back. Playing at wing back, he's doing well. But he's a top player. Both of our youngsters are Mason Mount and Reece James. They're really coming. They're sort of making a mark on the side and sending a message to potential signings that come in, and also to the players we have got in the squad. And more so with Mount because of the Havertz signing. and the sort of 80 million signing Havertz is a lot of people would have looked at Mount and go, no chance, he's not going to make the first team. Havertz will just run away with it, and it's not been the case. I mean, even now, I felt like Havertz and Werner in that game last night were lost. They were completely lost. And the changes that Tuchel made with Giroud and Pulisic actually was a difference. All of a sudden we became in control of the game, and then obviously Chilwell got the goal. So yeah.
No, I think well said, man. Ali, obviously, talk to me about Reece James, and obviously tell me about Timo, Werner, and Havertz, man. Is it time they go on the bench, or what's your take overall?
Reece is one of my favorite players, honestly, at the club. I thought he started off the season, brilliantly. He did struggle initially under Tuchel, adjusting to that right wing back position. I thought yesterday in the first half he had some space going forward. He should have taken advantage of more. I think if Hudson-Odoi had that much space, I think he would have probably done better going forward. But as the game went on, I felt like Reece was very solid. He's fixed some aspects of his defensive game. I mean, he had, I think, some not so good defensive awareness earlier on in the season, but now he's definitely improved there in that aspect. And I mean, the cross as well from the free kick to Aspie, where Aspie should have scored. I thought that cross was brilliant, and that's what he has in his locker. So I thought overall he had a good game, one of his best games in a while, to be honest. And as for Timo and Kai, I mean, they were shocking last night. Like, there's no other way you could put that into words. But I thought they lacked service, to be honest. Like, I felt like they weren't getting the ball much. I forgot they were even on the pitch because of the few touches that they had. I wouldn't have started Timo anyway yesterday, considering that we were playing against a low block. I remember in the preview 2 days ago, I think was when I preferred to have had Hudson-Odoi or Pulisic up front instead of Timo. It's time probably to go on the bench for a while. I think they just need to reset and hopefully gain some form. But I think this season is a write-off, to be honest, for both Timo and Kai, and hopefully starting next season they can show their talent.
Definitely. Nick, you there?
Yo, all here, man.
Oh, no camera today.
Yeah, no camera for a bit. I'll put it on in a minute.
Yeah, how are you, man?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, man.
That's good to hear, man.
Were you asleep last night straight away after the game? I think it was late.
I was, bro. 3 a.m. game, finished at around 5 in the morning, so I was knackered.
Yeah.
So I just went back to bed,
Yeah. Did you watch the game or did you watch highlights?
No, I watched the game, bro. I woke up at 3. It was 3 a.m. Hong Kong time.
Oh, okay.
So I watched it, and it was well worth getting up for. That's what I can tell you, man. So I was gassed with the result. We just got to move forward, I guess. And, I think we got a really good shot at winning this year. It's just as simple as that. And we got to take our chances and just increase the tempo and the performances game by game. And that's how we're going to win this competition.
Yeah, man. Who stood out for you the most?
I'd argue Reece James or Mason Mount, Johnny. Mason Mount, that turn, delicious, just peak. That was so good. And then Reece James, if we could find the ball to him, we could have easily got a goal or two. And because he had bags of space open, but those two definitely stood out for me.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, definitely, man. Johnny, what are you expecting the second leg? Are we expecting like Atletico where they're gonna try to come at us and we try to hit them on a counter and basically finish the game?
I think, they have to come at us. They'll end up probably having a high line again, and they'll probably try the same tactics. But I don't know. I think it's a big ask for Porto. I mean, they've got some couple of their big players coming back, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know much about them, to be fair. But what I would say is our game plan doesn't change. I mean, we can. I don't think we will sit back as such, but I think we'll definitely be compact. I think after the West Brom game, I feel like this game was a bit of a, well, where do we go? Do we draw the game? Is it a game we draw, or will we concede again? And I feel like they were quite nervy for the first half, which showed, and then obviously the goal settled them down. So, yeah, I think the second leg we're going to probably look to control it again. But I would like to see Kante in the pivot for this one. That's probably the change I would make, because he just gives you a little bit more protection and insurance in the middle of the park. And then, probably stick with I'll definitely play Mount regardless. I'd play with James. But this all depends on the momentum we build from now to then, because we've got Crystal Palace next, and we don't know what we're going to expect with. They played all right actually their last game. So I don't see much. They have to come at us, so I'm happy with that.
Definitely, and obviously we haven't been conceding Champions League as well. The two players that are missing, I think it was Sergio Oliveira. He was a very, very good player against Juve. He scored the winning goal that they needed as well, and he was killing it that game against Juve. So I'm a bit worried about him. If we manage to basically start the first half like we did against Atletico in the second leg, then it's going to be all calm. As long as we don't concede within the first 15-20 minutes, as long as we control that, man. Ali, what's your take, man? You think it's going to be another 2-3-0 maybe? Emerson coming off the bench scoring again? Our left backs are scoring goals.
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably come at us even more, and probably have more space in behind. I think we might start the same front three that played against Atletico in the second leg. I think they probably do some damage there if they have a lot of space in behind the defense. I mean, if we score the first goal in the next game, I think should be straightforward from there.
Relatively easy, definitely, man. Nick, what's your take on the second leg, man?
Look, they have to come at us. We've got the upper hand, right? And they will have Oliveira and Taremi back, but we can just kind of pull that. How we played against Atletico in the second game. We were very controlling. We weren't silly. We just have to be smart. Play smart. Don't play any risky balls, because this Porto team can hit us on the counter. We know that from what they've played this season in the Champions League. So we just got to be safe and smart, honestly. And Johnny did mention it earlier. Kante needs to start this game, in my opinion, because he will lock down Oliveira. Because if Kante's playing, I'm not worried about Oliveira. Honestly, Kante's such a beast, man. He's so underrated now for what he is doing right now. But other than that, I think it should be quite a straightforward game. Probably nick a 1-0 win, honestly. So, maybe Werner gets on the score sheet, maybe he doesn't, but
obviously, we've kind of given our opinions on Werner being rested. Maybe I'm hoping Father comes on any second to back his player, like the way Johnny backs Mount. Johnny, I don't know if you've been watching Father recently. He's been going mad about Werner. He wants him to play every single game, and I feel like it's too much, man.
I hear his point, man, but he's not delivering the end product. You can see the attitude and effort is there, which I respect a lot, but we just need that other bit from him. If he's putting in all that other work and stuff, we just need to see that final output of goals and assists. I mean, but he is creating, so I guess that is an underrated part of his playing that we haven't really mentioned too much. I'm pretty sure he's got the most assists in the team this year, right? If I'm not...
he has.
Exactly. So he's done well. He just needs to put him in the back of the net. And I think it's because Timo Werner is also a very high volume striker, right? We need to create a lot of chances for him, but we aren't. We're creating high quality, low chances instead of like high, a lot of chances, but not as high of a quality chances. So that's where Timo Werner is being disadvantaged there. I do think maybe it'd be good to rest him if we can. I'd want to see Pulisic back in this team. Play Havertz as a false nine, Pulisic on the left, or maybe even Hudson-Odoi. But Pulisic is looking back to his best, maybe, and then Money Mace, has to start on the right. Has to start. That's just the only player of the front three that will not and should not be changed.
I'd say I've always backed Fatter loads, many streams. I back Werner. I mean, I'll back every player because that's me backing my team. I will give them criticism when they deserve it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to praise everyone when they're shit. But with Timo Werner, right? He's doing all the other things that we want from our striker, except putting the ball in the back of the net. What I will say with the fan base is Timo Werner is not your traditional number 9. He is off the number 9. He is your kind of left winger stroke half 9.5, if you like, for me. So when he played for Leipzig, it was pivotal that he had Poulsen playing with him. We haven't really had that this season. I wouldn't say that Tammy and Giroud are, had time to build a chemistry with Werner like that for Werner to be effective in the final third. He's good in other areas. But what I will say is we have to also look at outside the football and off the pitch. The fact that he's come from Germany, he's changed, he's had Tuchel and Lampard in one season. He's got COVID, he's got change of culture, not being able to go out with his teammates and build a bond. The training separately, the injuries we've had in the final third. So when you take all those factors as well, I think it's very harsh to just say Timo's not up to it. He's not got the minerals to be a top player for Chelsea. I look at it as wait till next season. Once he's had a pre-season, once he's settled with the team, all his teammates, I think we will see a Werner that will be very dangerous. And he'll have that little, maybe half a yard adaptation to the Premier League that he's missing at the minute. So,
Definitely.
I'm not slandering Werner. I think he had a poor game. Not poor. He was lost. That's the best way I put it. But so was Havertz. And Havertz,
He's like a 5 or 6, right?
Yeah.
He's like a 5 or 6. He's not done anything horrific. He's not done anything great. It's just
exactly. Yeah. But he's contributed, which unless this is the last thing I want to say. Actually, it's not like we're dependent on Werner. We're getting goals from Mounts. We're getting the occasional goals from a Pulisic or Giroud. Like everyone's kind of chipping in, but there's no one that's actually been like consistent.
There's no focal point, right?
Yeah, we need a Haaland basically in a nutshell.
Yeah. Guys. Forward is coming on, but he did message me saying that he's suffering in the bathroom right now. I mean, it's a bit too much information, but I thought I'd let you guys know. Now, obviously, I do want to show some of Johnny's tweets in the next minute, but whilst I do that, whilst I get it ready, basically, Ali, man the match, Jorginho, man. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Jorginho's my guy, and I was happy for him to win it. Wasn't the man of the match. Should have been
Sorry, Ali, man, we didn't hear any of that because Ryan's mic was going a bit mad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like he had a good game, but he wasn't man of the match for me. I thought Mendy should have won man of the match.
Mendy, yeah.
Yeah. I thought Mendy should have won man of the match. He was very reliable. He made the good saves. He claimed crosses. So I thought Mendy should have won man of the match yesterday.
Yeah. Johnny, just very quickly before I introduce Ryan as well, just explain to us what's been happening whilst I share the screen. Bear with me with your stuff, man. Talk to us about this, man.
So basically, Roy Keane. I've taken some clips of Roy Keane, and I got a lot of stick for this when I've been on many streams, Monsters in particular, where Roy Keane said that Mason Mount is a bit like Paul Scholes. He sees the traits of Paul Scholes in Mason Mount. So everyone went for my neck at that point. Roy Keane's talking out of his arse, blah, blah, blah. Now, Roy Keane is one of those pundits and players, if you like, very rarely gives high praise. And to give praise in comparison to arguably, or for sure, Roy Keane's favourite, and who he basically rates the best ever is Paul Scholes, who he's played with. You take note of that. Now, Lewis Mudgee has made me a penitentiary and an image of Scholes and Mount, and I put it up on the Instagram and Twitter, but mainly on Instagram last night. And firstly, Paul Scholes has actually seen it, and now I found out just before I come onto your stream that Roy Keane watched the video that I tagged him in of himself, and the ending is just epic.
My
big up, like it's signed, sealed, and delivered by Roy Keane himself. It was his quote, so much praise and big up to Roy Keane. Amazing. So yeah. Buzzing, man.
Bro, you couldn't say it better. You know, Mason Mount over Paul Scholes any day, all day, bro.
Yeah. All day, man. All
Guys, just very quickly, Ali needs to go, man. Ali, give us your early predictions for Palace before you go, man.
2-1 Chelsea.
Oh, don't tell me Jorginho penalty, man.
Yeah, so last time, man.
Jorginho penalty.
Yeah, Jorginho penalty and Ziyech maybe.
Ziyech. Come on, man. Take care, man. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for making time. And take care, man.
Yeah.
Big up.
Ryan, you here?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. What happened, man? Connection, bro.
I had to switch to a hotspot, man. You know the drill.
What are you saying, man? You good?
Nice one, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm all good in it. And I can't lie. Every time Mason Mount does something, the first thing that pops into my head is Johnny. So no wonder he's in the stream. But yeah, I'm buzzing. Obviously, 1 foot into the semi-finals. 1 foot worrying about Porto in the second leg. But I feel like because we beat a defensive team, away goals against defensive teams are very crucial, like Atletico, like Porto. So yeah, I'm in a good mood, man.
Definitely. Give us your take on Jorginho, man. Did he deserve man of the match?
Not really. I don't want to slate Jorginho or anything. I thought he was, I want to say average, but it's standard, innit? Like for me, I feel like he done more progressive passing than he normally would. But I don't think he done anything spectacular. Like I don't think he done a Tony Cruz against Liverpool or anything. I just thought it was just a standard Jorginho performance. I think there was a couple other players who might have deserved it more. I was looking at Mendy, Chilwell and Reece James because they were very solid defensively. Azpilicueta as well was quite solid defensively. Look at Mason Mount as well, trying to make things happen. So yeah, I don't think Jorginho deserved it.
Yeah, I mean it's tight. I think he made that vital pass for Mason Mount. Obviously, Mason Mount made it special. The way he turned it was absolutely disgusting. I need to see more of that. Definitely for sure, man. Father, wow, you look finished, man. You're on mute, bro. Hang on, you're on mute. Go on. Your mic's not connected.
Speaking of disgusting, I had a big excursion in the bathroom, so sorry.
Fatter, bro.
Were you drunk?
No.
Huh?
No, it wasn't that.
Are you sure?
It was more to the fact digestion excursion. So
You sure?
I don't want to say it here, but you know what I mean, Johnny. You know Johnny, right?
Yeah.
You okay though? Yeah.
You saw my tweet, Fatter, innit?
Father, man. Father, talk to us about Timo Werner. Is it time for him to go on the bench?
The jury's out on Timo Werner, man. You got to defend him.
I can't lie. Yesterday, he hasn't had a good game. No, honestly, like on honest level, yeah, I don't think he had a bad game. It's just the fact
Sadiq was saying he was man of the match.
Right, man.
I know Sadiq's trying to get me energized, but I'm not falling for it. I have to be real. Like Timo Werner yesterday, I don't think he was up to his standard yesterday, mainly because it was up against the low block. Yes, I understand he should have been like he should have scored that goal, that header goal. But all in all, I think he barely didn't get any service in that first half. In
Nah,
the second
fam,
half,
release,
yeah.
bro, release Christian Pulisic, like releasing Diggity out of prison, fam. Nah, Timo Werner needs to find a good space on the bench, man. Like, bro, I don't know, like Timo Werner, yeah, there has to be something with him and managers. Yeah, I don't even want to get onto it too much,
Johnny
but
said something about yesterday. I think we had to play. I think have to get the best out of him. Mainly, like we have to play based on the system that he plays.
nah, I thought it would have been better for him to either come on late in this game or play in the second leg, because I feel like Porto was sitting quite deep in the first half, and Timo Werner can't
On a
really
genuine note, I think secondly we might need Giroud just because I want to balance it up the physicality of the Pepe and Giroud, and then Werner can run in behind those.
Nah, I think we should play Giroud, Pulisic, and then keep a midfield free, Jorginho, Kovacic, Kante, and then just let Giroud hold the ball up and let runners come in behind. To be honest, but
Miss, you want to play a back four then? Because you mentioned a midfield three.
nah, it sounds very defensive, yeah. But I really like the three of Jorginho, Kovacic, and Kante, and then what we can have is Giroud and Pulisic, or maybe Mount, and then you can have, and then you can let them have the ball, and you can kind of slump it up to Giroud, and you
So
can
it's like
kind
a
of bring.
3-5. So it's a 3-5-2 then.
Yeah, it was kind of what we done on remember 2017-18, the first couple of games when we were playing 3-5-2, and we had like Willian and Morata.
Yeah.
Two names I don't really want to hear, but them.
It's
And
peak.
then, yeah, man.
Yeah, I can't lie. He barely didn't get any services though, but I can understand why Tuchel take him off.
I think
for 1 hour.
Werner and Havertz didn't really get too much service, but they didn't really try and come into the game. Havertz didn't really try to link up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Havertz. Like, we can't just scapegoat Werner. Havertz and Werner are as bad as each other. I'm gonna be honest in it. I think to be fair to Timo, yeah, the one thing he did do pretty well was when Rudiger shot, Timo could have shot, but he had good awareness to give it onto Havertz, even though he was offside. You never know with VAR, innit?
You lot were harsh on Havertz. I don't think he had a bad game. Honestly.
It wasn't. He didn't do much too. Like he didn't play bad, but he didn't do anything too. So
nah, he was hiding, man.
Johnny, what do you think, man? Johnny, what do you think
about
Havertz?
Havertz? I just think Havertz is still adjusting. I mean, it's nothing to be worried about. When he come in, like Tuchel rested him before the Everton game. Or the game before Everton, and he had 90 minutes, and he played really, really well. I think since he went to Germany, I think Germany just tired him out. The whole travelling, the playing every game, because the Germany manager didn't make any changes for 3 games. Like all the press were going on about it, or they're on his back. So he's probably just still a bit tired. In a game like this, of high intensity, I just felt like in the middle of the park, it was so congested that it was very hard for him to even get in the game. And the pivot wasn't really progressing. They weren't allowed to progress. So our only option was to go down the wing. So because Porto full star changes really, because I think once Giroud came on, we actually looked more balanced and we could attack better, because we were going down the wings more. And you wanted the trickery of Pulisic as opposed to Werner. And Mount came off as well. So, I'm not worried about Havertz. Havertz is going to be an absolute baller for Chelsea. I just think I want to see everyone else. I want the pivot to improve. I think the pivot was nervous yesterday.
Yeah.
Because of the West Brom game. So,
no, I agree with you 100%, man. I was very cautious about those two as well. Obviously, Kante couldn't really start. He came on, fitness and all that stuff. Just very quickly, I want to get everyone's thoughts on this topic very quickly. Father, man, we don't need to know what's happening to you in the comments, bro. It's a bit too much info. But
that's not me. It's my producer, by the way.
Oh, Ben. Man. Let's talk about Tammy Abraham, man. Johnny, Tammy Abraham, first of all. What's going on in the situation?
Well, Tammy posted last night an Instagram post I put on my Twitter of him sort of saying, "Oh, you bagged the goal, yeah," to
Oh, yeah.
to Mount and Chilwell, and you know the spirit seems good. I mean, they're kids, man. They're having their moments. I don't know what's going on. Whether it's a case of Tuchel, he hasn't played for a while. So if you're going to throw in Tammy, you're not going to throw him in a quarter-final Champions League.
No.
So I wouldn't read into it too much. Maybe we see him for Crystal Palace. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Havertz comes on second half kind of thing. Because really we should be beating Crystal Palace. I want us to be a bit more solid in the middle of the park. Tammy, it might be a good game for Tammy. So I'm not too worried. What I am concerned about is I see him as a really good squad player. And I don't really see the benefit. There's not many strikers at the age of 23 like Tammy. If you look at the age of him, apart from the Haalands, you've got Martinez as well, who's young. But he's actually contributed the most goals level with Haaland, believe it or not.
107, both of them have.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of European clubs looking at Tammy. I feel it's going to be a case of, do we pay the contract of that 108, whatever he's demanding, and is it justifiable to pay it? Because obviously we know we want to bring in a Haaland. We're going to let go of Giroud, and we've got Werner. But Tammy's still a different option to Werner. So I like the idea of having those options. I just feel like we will only know until he gets a few games what's happening. If he doesn't play till the end of the season, then I mean, it sounds like he's going to move on.
I mean, I agree with Johnny fully. I don't think we have to risk him because we got 8 games plus the Champions League plus the Cup semi-final as well. And I think for Tammy, the only thing that he might get a chance in to play is he came on from the bench. So, for example, if we kill the Palace game early, let's say about 60 minutes or so, we already 3-0 up, then you can bring on Tammy.
No, I think we can start him because I'd like to see Werner out, rested, and then hit Werner actually potentially play against Porto. But I think Tammy needs to be given a proper opportunity.
You say that, but what happened when Tammy started in the pass?
What? Sorry?
You say that, but remember what happened when the last time Tammy started a game in a few months ago against Southampton?
Oh,
a lot of people going at him. A lot of people like slating him. He's really poor that game, and his link-up play was non-existent at times. His decision making was poor in that game. So I'm looking at it against Southampton. Yes, not a low block team. I think mainly we need Giroud on top for that game as well. I'm not gonna lie. I think we need Giroud.
Maybe we could give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'd just like to see him get a proper opportunity and a shot. Palace are a good team. They have a very good defensive organization. It's whether we can get balls in the box to him, because Tammy, he doesn't want. He's like Werner. He doesn't want to link the play together, right? He wants to finish off. But yeah.
I think
What do you think, Sadiq?
Oh, go on, Ryan. Say Ryan.
No, you can speak first. I'll speak after.
No, go on.
What's it called? Tammy, actually like him, man. I think I'd rather
Brighton,
him.
Yeah?
Huh?
Brighton.
Oh yeah, remember the stream?
Oh no. Now what's it called? Tammy, I go back and forth with Adia, but I just think he's not good enough to be first choice Chelsea striker, and I'd rather him get first team football than him just rot on our bench and play all the FA Cup games.
But he scores goals, bro. His contribution is there.
He's not gonna win us leagues, and so isn't Werner, and that's why we're looking at better strikers.
Yeah, we don't know with Werner yet. We don't know with Werner.
No, I mean like as a number 9.
Yeah. No, the thing that Ryan brought up here is right. Tammy needs to accept his role in the Chelsea squad. He's probably not going to be the starting striker, right? If Werner isn't next season, we may bring in a future striker. There'll always be probably someone better than Tammy at this club. That'll be a fact because we want to have the best striker in the world at this club. Now, Tammy, think maybe his ego's too big. I'm not sure. He clearly wants to start for this club, right? But he just doesn't have the ability and talent to. But like Johnny said
speaking
before,
of Werner, here comes Kazilla.
Like, sorry, where was I? I'm just saying, Tammy can be an excellent role player for our team in the future, but we can't pay him 180k a week to sit on the bench, lads. But for that impact player to come in for a couple, 2, 3, 4 games when we need to, he's a good guy to rely upon. But it's whether Tammy Abraham wants to have this option in his career to become a bench player at Chelsea and a role player and a utility player, or whether to go to, I don't know, Palace, Brighton, or West Ham and just become a starting striker there, right?
What about Arsenal?
Arsenal. Nah, he's a Chelsea boy. Sure, he wouldn't dog the boys, man. But
No, he won't go Arsenal.
I think Tammy, yeah,
Dortmund or something like that.
maybe.
I'd like to see Tammy get first team football like regularly at a Premier League club. Not gonna say which. Gonna see ads pop up in the comments if I say which, but actually I like Tammy, man. I liked him since he had like the cane rolls and that, fam, in the academy, and then he went to like couple loans, Bristol, like Swansea, Aston Villa, and I was calling for this guy to start and to be given a chance. And then like last season when he broke in, we had 3 strikers, Tammy, Batshuayi, and Giroud, and I wanted him to start, but I just think I'd like to see him play first team football. But I think he deserves like another. I think he should play Crystal Palace and Brighton, and then if he does well, then consider him for West Ham. But it might be hard because Tuchel's out the top 4 now, and he needs to get back in. So playing Tammy Abraham, who hasn't played for so long, just throwing him in, it might be a little bit bad. So we might have to bring him off the bench. But I like to see him get some game involvement in like Crystal Palace and Brighton. See how he does.
You said it. I think one of you said it about him starting against Palace. You got to understand the magnitude of the match upcoming this Saturday.
We need to get all points.
Yeah, we need 3 points. Liverpool play before us 3 o'clock against Aston
Who
Villa.
they playing? Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
I'm gonna get clapped 7-2 again, man. I'm calling it right here, right now, man.
Yeah, you have to understand the magnitude. Yeah, if we drop points, we could be 7 by the end of Sunday.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's
maybe it isn't best to ring Tammy in, but we just got to give him the benefit of the doubt. But
I don't mind if he starts against Brighton, but not Palace.
We need to get all these points, man. Even Spurs are close, which is shocking, bro. Like Spurs are knocking on the door. Even Liverpool are. We all wrote Liverpool off a couple of weeks ago. Look at them; they're bouncing back in. Not so much in the Champions League, but definitely in the league. And then you still got to consider West Ham too. But I mean, because Declan Rice is injured, so that could play into our hands a lot.
Declan Rice injured, Suchek's injured, Antonio's injured. I mean, West Ham could be the one that could be the top.
I don't wish injuries, but that's positive for us. You know what I mean? Just very quickly, guys. So just quickly, guys. Everyone else tuned in. Like the video, man. Push that at least 100 likes. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification. Tune in every single day. And yes, this is a Chelsea channel. To the latest comment, I'm not sure why. It's good that it's coming to the homepage. Everyone has tuned in, man. Send your super chats if you want to support the channel. But Ryan, look, there's something I want to ask you, man. Which you made me forget because, yeah, you made me forget it, bro. I literally forgot, man. But what were you gonna say?
Imagine Declan Rice is just undergoing a medical, man, and they're saying he's injured. Would he be open to a Tammy Abraham, Declan Rice swap deal?
Yes, definitely. Rice is the destroyer we need in midfield. We've lacked a Matic-esque player, a no-nonsense midfielder since he left, bro. We haven't covered for that. Bakayoko was meant to be that guy, but we all know how we
bring back Bakayoko.
And since then, Jorginho's like, huh?
Bring back Bakayoko.
No. We're not bringing back Bakayoko, man. Just sell him off.
Drink Yoko.
He who shall not be named, okay? I'll mention him as that now. But basically, we need that. Rice will elevate us. I'm not fully convinced on Jorginho. I don't think he's not press resistant. That is the one thing he is not. And Porto, you saw that they always had 2 man up on him. You know, they were always trying to rush him to force him to play a sloppy pass, which he occasionally, you know, does. And he does have a stinker in his locker, especially with his defending. He's not a complete defender. I'll tell you that. We saw that against the West Brom game. But I don't know why he's necessarily got the man of the match award in the Champions League game, but still, Rice has a much higher ceiling than Jorginho. We need to be taking that into an account if we want to be at the top of our power as a Chelsea Football Club. And will Jorginho really get us there, lads? So that's just what I got to say.
I'm
To
not
be
fully
fair, though,
convinced. I'm not fully convinced on Declan Rice, man. I'm not fully convinced.
there are
I
other good DMs though, you know. Like there's
Yeah.
one called like what's his name? Kamara. What's it called? I checked him out. He's decent. There's some good in the French league, and then they're not gonna cost
Even-
us too much. We could just slap a 20 mil, and they'll probably take it.
Anyone fancy Camavinga?
No,
a bit
what
too
about
young.
Milinkovic-Savic, lads? Like,
I think he's
I would love to have him at Chelsea. He's just a no-nonsense midfielder. Has goals in his locker too. He's got over 10 goals, I swear, this
We've
season.
really
Yes,
we've
saying
looked at
DM
the Brazilian
Go
player.
on, Johnny.
What, sorry?
That Brazilian player. Yeah, there's that Brazilian
Yeah,
player,
Brazilian.
Menino or something. Marie, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Menino.
Gabriel.
Yeah, I've watched him. He looks like he looks a good prospect. He can pass out the back. He's physically strong, good technical ability, but he's a sitter. And we're looking at getting him for 30 million. So, I mean, I'm down. In my opinion, I rate Rice. I think he's a baller, but I don't think Chelsea are going to embarrass themselves and go out and pay West Ham, another London club, 80 odd million for him.
That's what I'm
They
saying,
can
man.
get him if they can get him cheaper, then maybe, or there's
Yeah.
a switch deal, maybe a Barkley or someone like that. Then I could see it. But for me, I'm down for whoever Tuchel wants to fit his way of playing, like, because I want to see an actual Tuchel team. Right now, he's just working with what he's making work what he has. Like, it's not like he's just inherited all these guys, and he's got a system that he seems to chop and change with the personnel, but it always works. And I just think now we're just going through the cracks are starting to show, and he's struggling to cover them at the minute because certain players are not performing. So for me, the sitter DM is a very more important position, or as important as a striker, as a focal striker. So they're the two positions. We could probably get away with the centre backs for one more season if there isn't one available, because they're quite scarce at the minute. So yeah, those two. Whether it's Rice, I don't know, man.
It could,
know.
bro. Look, we could be looking at
Yeah,
players like Savic, Kessie, Zakaria. A couple of
Kessie's
these
not really a
man.
sitter though. He's more of a Kovacic type player for me, Kessie.
Yeah,
Tchouameni's one of them I heard.
Yeah.
What's that?
Zakaria, yeah.
Yeah, Zakaria would be.
But
He's
I don't know.
balling out this year.
I don't know enough about these players for me to really comment. I need to, until we're linked with certain players, I'll start to look at them more. I'm not going to sort of research a load of DMs in European football. It's long. I ain't got time for it. But if we're looking at someone, it will be because Tuchel's come out and said in this position. Striker-wise, I don't think it's a Tuchel decision. I think it's just the club will go for Haaland if they want him.
Bro,
Literally.
Money Mace will say, bring back Declan Rice,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bring
he
back
will.
Declan
He
Rice.
will.
I'm
He'll
leaving.
want him, and do you know what? That could be the future pivot. That could be the future pivot.
What? You want
Rice
man in the pivot?
and Money Mace. I think
Nah, man, he's good in the
but
second
listen,
third, man.
If Mount as Mount gets older, I've said it, as he matures, I can see him like a Scholes did, sit back a bit deeper. But that will
Yeah,
be
Scholes was a 10,
down
innit?
in his-
Scholes was a
Box
10.
to box this point.
Yeah, he was a
Box
10,
to
and then
box.
he went, and then he sat deeper.
Yeah.
So,
He was exactly
I
like that.
I see that. Yeah. So
I
It's a
think-
big shout.
on that note, I have to duck out because of Lewis.
Lewis.
But
Yeah.
thanks for
Is
thanks
Lewis
for
live?
having me on, Steve. And
He's going live at 3.
Free.
Yeah.
Might be on that, man. See.
So yeah, thanks for having me on, and everyone subscribe and like WorldWideChels, big channel,
Love, man.
doing bits, and
Love.
yeah, man, up the Chels, all love.
Love. Take
Big
care,
up,
man.
Johnny.
Bye.
Chill. So, guys, it's looking good, man. It's looking good for Chelsea. A lot of Chelsea fans are happy now, obviously, following after the 5-2 loss, and then we've gone on one away from home. Father said he would come on yesterday. He didn't come on. I don't know. What happened to you, Father, actually? What happened? Explain to the fans what happened to you.
Me. I was allowed to stream.
Bro, where were you, bro? I didn't see no review. I didn't see you on anyone.
I was
Probably on that
smashed. I was smashed.
You smashed.
I smashed. I was smashed in the loo. In the bathroom.
Listen, guys. I'm going to end in a few minutes anyway. Ryan, did you give your prediction yesterday for Palace?
Yeah, I think I went 3-1.
Sorry, look at Kazila's comment at the bottom, man.
What did he say? What did he say?
Astrid.
I didn't say it, yeah. I didn't say it, yeah. See, I didn't
Kazila,
say it.
man.
I didn't even mention her name. See, look who's the one that addicted with Astrid, man. See, I'm not.
Kazila and Father, man. Kazila and Father, man. Oh, Ryan dipped anyway. Nick, you're not on PS4, are you?
Nah, I'm Xbox car.
That's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, nah, it's not mine. It was my brother's, but he doesn't use it, so I just claimed it. So, but next year I'll
Change it, man.
next year I'll get a PS5 guaranteed.
Yes.
When I get to uni. So it'll be.
Why do you want to get PS5? Why?
Xbox is a shit. Not gonna lie. I've owned the 360 was peak, like 360 over PS3 any day, but the PS4 is so much better than an Xbox One, bro. Just not gonna lie. Even PS5 better than the new Xbox One X. I've played on both those new consoles. The PS5 is so banging. Like, I need one of those, man, but I just don't have the time for it. So that'll be next year, though.
For real, man. For real. Nick, let's get an early prediction, man, for the Palace game.
I think it could be 2-0. It'll be a good game. You know, I think there'll have to be a lot of rotation as we've got a lot of key games coming up. We've still got the Porto game midweek, right? Next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got the City Cup game. So it's crucial. So I think we will have to see some rotation ultimately. Like we cannot chuck out the same starting team for that Palace game against the Porto game. We just need to rest some players. Maybe give Tammy a shout. I know we have to get the 3 points, but you have to take into consideration the rotation and the amount of games that we're going to play. So I do think it'll be a 2-0. I think Pulisic masterclass. He'll come in, pop off against Palace. So yeah, hoping for that, man.
Definitely. Father, man, what's your early prediction?
I think Park's gonna play a low block again, like Porto did. It's still be a hard game. With the front three still that we're guessing that what is our best front three. Yeah, I'm feeling 1-0.
What, Timo Werner?
Pulisic.
Oh, so like Kazillo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can Batshuayi play against us? I swear he can't play against us.
No, they can't play against us in the league. So.
Is he still on loan? I thought we sold him.
Man. He scored against Everton. Big goal.
Yeah, I knew, but I thought we sold him. Did we not sell him?
No. We didn't get no piece.
Batshuayi barely plays.
You know what? For my insurance policy, I'll go 2-0 just because I want Timo to score. I'll take that insurance policy.
So you're saying that he's gonna score the second goal?
Yeah, that's my insurance policy, but I can't guarantee it.
Please do guarantee it, man. Ryan, I think you cut off earlier, man. Let us know your predictions, bro.
For what, Palace?
Yeah, bro.
Who's the side guy, man?
I must say, my lights. Yo, is it the real one?
No, it's
nah,
not.
definitely not the real one. Yeah, when they spam, man, they're not even smart when they're doing it, man. But what's it called? 3-1. I think Pulisic will start. Abraham will start. Abraham will bag too, because I feel like if you give him chances, he's inevitable in it. Like he'll play bad, but he'll still score. So they'll get 2 goals, and Pulisic will bag a goal as well.
You're right, man. Give us a smile, man. You always seem down when you're talking and analyzing, man.
Well, there. Nah, it's cause what's it called? In the moment after the game, the emotions are good and that, but you get me. You have to get over it.
Nice, man. Nice. Guys, everyone that's tuned in, man. Smash the like button. Father, if you can comment on the private public chat so I can put it up. Go subscribe.
That's funny, man. Like Kante season. That's so ironic that Kante said. Avi said it as well.
Yeah, smile, man. You're smiling though. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. When are we gonna get a 4 or 5 goals game? No, I don't think Palace, bro. I don't think Palace.
Brighton.
Man City.
Hopefully Brighton.
Man City, Jericho. Yeah, Brighton soon. Maybe Brighton. Who knows?
Probably Brighton in the final because their defense. La ilaha illallah. Nice.
Hey,
Guys.
fasting man in 5 days, you know. Fasting man in 5 days, you know. Hey.
Guys.
Fasting.
No, fasting's in the second leg, you clown, against Porto.
That's what I said. 5 days.
Oh yes, 5
8
days.
plus 5. What's your math, fam?
What did he say?
I said 8 plus 5.
That's 4, by the way.
8 plus 5.
When we playing 12th or 13th?
8 plus 5.
We're gonna play on.
If we play on the 12th, you're wrong, Father, and that's
Are
embarrassing.
we not playing on the 10th then? Oh, no, is it 8th today?
No, man. Let me just check the dates, man. You
that
young
special
kids,
date?
man.
No. We're gonna play 14th.
13th.
Yes.
Is that expression though?
No, it's
No,
not,
of
man.
course not.
Come on, man. Stop falling for these, man. You're not getting trolled that easily, fam.
Baited, man.
We need to just model the big names and that.
Trust me. But guys, everyone that's tuned in, like the video as it helps out the channel, subscribe, all that good stuff. Will be going live tomorrow, probably around 4 p.m. UK time, I think, for the preview.
I'll be in for the footprint, please.
Oh, I don't
Okay.
think I can make it tomorrow, man. So,
4
I
p.m.
got a
Why?
football
Is it
match
too late?
Huh?
Is it too late?
No, it's not too late. I got a football match actually. So
Football match?
yeah.
You're not Chelsea fan?
No, I played for a club too here, you know.
You play for a club?
Yeah.
What position?
Right back. Or I played centre back a lot. We had injuries there, so yeah.
Oh,
Are you tall?
You're that Reece.
I'm-
Wait.
Are you tall?
You're that Reece James
I'm like
FUT.
I'm 6 foot on the dot, so
You're 6 foot?
yeah.
You're
that's
not
it.
my
Yeah,
height. You're not my height.
183.
No, you're not my height. You're not my height. No way you're my height. No way you're my height.
You're that Reece James though. Reece James FUT Rising Star
We
card.
destroy at the back.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I love Ivanovic. He's
I
one
like
of
that.
the
Yeah.
underrated
That
players,
card-
man. Just-
That card,
Saeed, show your guys some love, man, in the comments.
that card
And
is
Annie
sick.
Rudder.
Annie Rudder. I only make people that support the channel like donation stuff mods, man. Unless you're a regular on the channel as well. So
I'm
Like
like, what are
Ryan.
you talking about? I'm
Bravo.
like,
Yeah, you're a mod. You're a mod on the channel. What are you talking about, bro?
Saeed,
Regular,
he's saying, Sadiq, he's saying I will control the chat. Just make me a mod.
I can't even lie. Alright, cool. I'll give it to you, bro. Fam, why you put me in pressure like that, man?
Nah, I'm just saying, innit? You look like you're showing good support, so just wanted to get out.
Is he your
Yeah,
boy?
man.
Your boy.
I don't even know. You just look like I was like, I support the channel, so I was like, man.
Alright, look.
And
Guys,
like Casillas in Dombele and that, man.
Annie Rudd, I've made you host. Kante season, I'm gonna make you host as well. But
Oh,
I need to
hold
see
on,
you
hold on,
guys.
hold on.
Wait,
SCN
hang on.
SZN is the season. I did not know that, honestly.
What?
SZN stands for season.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
No, I did not know that. For all
Yeah,
you
go to
Clown.
school.
fam.
Go to school.
I don't know that, honestly. I thought it
Have
was
you-
something.
I'm giving free online classes.
Look. Annie Rudd, Taddy, Kante season. You know, all 3 new mods, yeah? If I don't see you on daily streams, yeah, I'm taking it out still in it. So I'm just letting you guys know. And Ryan, you put me under the bus like that. put the pressure on, like Tottenham. I haven't bottled it. I've sorted it. All right. So
Right. Let's not speak about the amount of times he threw me under the bus, bro. It's just get me one time, man. Bro, I was doing it for the benefit of them as well, man. But
yo, what, bro? You lot in the comments. Why you not showing this guy love, man? Where's my love, bro? Like I'm the one that made you mods, fam. What's going on here, man? But listen, tomorrow,
right.
4 p.m. UK time, probably most likely going to be going live
Please. I'm in.
for the preview, father. Yes. Nazri, I can't make you a mod because you let me down last time. You know what Nazri did? I let him on the stream. He let one of his boys on the sly, and they're trying to mock it in the chat. Are you crazy? Come on, man. And by the way, Ryan, he blamed you. He said it was you.
Me?
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
know the guy.
That's what I'm saying. But guys, push up to 100
Not
likes.
Nazri, man.
5 away from 100 likes. Keep liking the video. Father, man, you know what to do, man.
Order the Uber Eats. Only 15%.
Don't show your address, man. Please don't show your address. But just tell everyone to like the video, please.
Oh, like the video. 1 like, 1 click.
Yeah, get in there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, I'll see you lot soon. Nick, thanks for coming on. As always, I know you can't make it tomorrow, but if anything happens, please do come on. Ryan, as always, I'll probably invite you within 10 minutes.
I got a trial. I got a trial for Chelsea tomorrow.
Exactly.
You're gassing.
Follow, man. Willian 2.0, man. Willian 2.0.
No, I was joking, man.
I'm going to pray for you right now, bro.
No, I was joking, man. Pray that I even get a trial. Not succeed, bro.
Cool. Guys, Father, I'll see you soon, man. You guys, see you soon, man. Peace.